Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT, and I kind of wanted to talk about 2014 a little bit here. This is not really an update. Those are going to be coming near the end of the month. This is just more like just me wanting to talk to you guys about my plans for playing games and kind of where I feel like the market is going. This is by no means like a prediction or anything like that. It's just a concern I have. And then we're going to talk more about Battlefield 4. There's been some more updates with that. I know that a lot of you guys are following that story as well. So let's go ahead and get into this. So you guys know that 2013 was a very rough year for me and for a lot of other gamers who were playing like the heavy AAA titles. You know, we're spending our $60. Games aren't working. You guys have heard that from me so many times. So I'm not going to harp on that. But I do want to talk about 2014 because, you know, obviously I'm in the planning stages right now to make 2014, you know, a good experience for you guys. And at the same time, obviously, I'm trying to have just as much fun as I can, you know, in the process of making videos for you guys. But the only issue is that when I look back at 2013, there were, three games on my channel that should have been completed 100%, but wasn't completed 100%. So not only did I waste $60, I wasn't able to complete the games, but you guys who were watching those videos couldn't finish out the videos either, on my channel at least, because the game isn't fully covered. And I feel bad for that, man. I feel like I've let you guys down or something. I know that you guys don't hold me to that standard, but I just feel that way. And so now that I'm looking at 2014, I'm thinking, do I really want to invest my $60 every single month on AAA titles that I know are not gonna work right? I just know it. Like, you feel it in your bones, you know what I mean? You know they're not gonna be good experiences, not all the time. And definitely when I look at what I'm trying to put together in 2014, because I am gonna be, you know, launching the Road to Completion series again, do I really want to try to do a Road to Completion on a game that I don't think I can actually complete? I mean, just think about it. What if I would have started doing the Road to Completion series for Assassin's Creed Black Flag? I would have put out all that content in chronological order. All of you guys would have been following it, and then I would have hit the infinite load screen. Bam. You know what I mean? Progress halted. You see what I'm getting at? So a lot's at stake in 2014, not just for the industry in my mind, but for this channel. You know, I need to be able to post games that I can complete 100%. And I just don't think, at least, you know, based on the track record here, that AAA titles are going to necessarily be that experience that I'm looking to give you guys when we go into the new year. I was actually just watching a trailer today. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Make sure you check it out. It's a game called Framed. Now, granted, I think it's only going to be for the PC and like tablets and stuff like that, but you'll get my point when you watch it. It's completely innovative. It's completely different. You see what I mean? And it's kind of a game where you can take your finger, I guess, because obviously you'll be using a touchpad of some sort, and you can move these frames like comic book frames, and you can completely change it the way the story is like drawn out or whatever. That's just unique to me. And I don't see that type of innovation anymore when it comes to AAA games. They're all the same. You know, when I look back at 2013 and I think about some of my favorite experiences, right? One of those experiences would be Journey. Journey, a $15 game I downloaded off the PlayStation Network that was freaking phenomenal. Some people even say it was their game of the year for the year that it came out, and some people will even argue that it was the best game of this generation, which I can't argue with them with that either. It didn't have any glitches in it. You know, it actually worked from start to finish. You know, these are important things. The music was great, and I want to say that the soundtrack got nominated for some award too, which is crazy. And those are the kind of experiences that I'm looking for, and I want to bring you guys more 100% completed games next year on the channel. And I just feel like trying to play some more indie games, trying to get a little bit more variety on the channel in terms of games is going to be the way that I need to go. Now, obviously, you guys' feedback is really important when it comes to the games that I play. So I'm always going to try to play the games that I think you guys are playing, right? Because that's the ones you're going to need help with. But you may see me, you know, throw in some indie games next year. And just kind of mix it up a little bit. Like I said, AAA titles, I'm still going to, you know, be putting content out for those. But now I have a playlist on the channel called The Vault. So if for any reason I feel like the game is not going to be able to, you know, be completed 100% because of, nonsensical things like I just can't complete the game because it's freezing or whatever, then I can always, shift all those videos into the vault, and that way I don't necessarily have to cover the game 100%. So we'll see how it goes. You guys can let me know what you think about this particular trailer that you see here, and some of the innovation that you think is happening with the indie games, and then we can just see what happens in 2014. Now, the last thing I want to talk about here, guys, is of course Battlefield 4. I'm keeping up with this every single day because obviously I want to play this game, but I don't want to play it if it's broken. And shout out to Dormouse03. She actually sent me an article actually just about maybe a couple of hours ago, and it was talking about the investors are saying that, hey, we didn't invest so that your product could come out broken. You see what I mean? And apparently Holzer and Fistel is a law firm, and they're actually conducting an investigation saying that EA misled all the investors during the development of Battlefield 4 and post-launch, which means they're actually telling their investors that everything is okay when we know that everything's not okay, right? We know that things are broken. That's what that means post-launch. Now, what's really cool about this is this law firm Holzer and Fistel actually specializes in the representation of investors. Now, this is a whole nother level of thinking here, because now you have securities fraud and other things that can be introduced into the court system, which would definitely hurt the reputation of EA, if you could even hurt it any worse than it actually is, and it can actually hurt the Battlefield 4 franchise. Now, you guys know me, I'm all about this. I'm all about this. I don't want any company to go out of business, okay? I don't want any of these companies to, I don't want EA to wake up tomorrow and be out of money and go out of business. And trust me, none of us want that. What we do want, though, is to affect change. The way that you affect change is you hit them in the pocket. And trust me, these Holzer and Fistel guys, they're in it for the money too. They're lawyers. Their livelihood depends on getting, whoever they're representing, compensation, because that's how they pay their bills. So trust me, when EA's looking down the barrel of a gun like this, they're nervous. And probably this will never go to court. Probably it'll be settled out of court. But I think personally we're probably going to see EA's stock prices go down. And I was reading another article just a second ago that said that they had already went down like 5 or 6%, which doesn't seem like a lot, but that's huge in the stock market. Those percentage points is, especially if you're trading at a certain level, 5% can be a big deal on either side of the spectrum, good or bad. So, we're just going to have to keep up with this thing. I'll probably continue to keep you guys updated. I know a lot of you guys play Battlefield, and you're just like me. You want a game that works. So we're going to keep track of that and see where it goes. Once again, thanks to Dormouse03 for sharing that article with me. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's show. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Be good.